Alright, here we go. This is game 1 between Akroz and Valinor for Tipsy 3000's 1v1 February Ironman ladder. And this game will be on Chasm. They are both bombers. They're actually both steampunk bombers. Valinor going with 2 levelers at the open right here. And Akroz going with the typical moneymaker setup. Valinor putting down 1 Dillo here to stop those incoming jackals. Valinor has runners and Akroz has probes. Probes do not really attack at all. They have such low DPS and it's light that it's virtually nothing. And now Akroz going for the same outpost that Valinor decides to reinforce. Akroz will be surprised. He does see Valinor and he does move his attack to the south outpost. Now Valinor is coming to respond and will take out those probes very quickly, but Akroz goes straight for this leveler. He does take it down, going for the moneymaker. Valinor does save it, and Akroz is just taking this last, does take that last moneymaker, and that is definitely worth the trip. Now Valinor they are both level 2. Valinor is level 2, probably because that leveler is down. But Valinor does bring that Seeker over and does thwart Akroz and makes him retreat back to his side of the map. And now Valinor just continuing to fill all of his sockets. Akroz doing the same, queuing up a moneymaker. Valinor rebuilding his leveler. And now the fight for mid is going to start. Valinor starting earlier than Akroz, but Akroz did not have to rebuild the moneymakers that Valinor did. Now Valinor with the Dillo spam here in mid, Akroz doing the same thing, but Valinor is pushing harder and more aggressively, getting them closer to the mid outpost. Akroz does not have his Dillos close enough to actually, and Valinor does see this. He is shooting them up, but he does go down to, there are 5 Dillos there, and they all went straight for him. And that Dillos are very, very good against AirMechs, as they do a lot of damage, and it is medium. Now Valinor does take mid and has an artillery here to support his units to shoot at the other side of this chasm. Akroz bringing down Seekers. He does not have the easy quick drop that Valinor does, because he actually owns this outpost right now. And Valinor has 3 artillery here. And Valinor starts to put already starting to ferry units to the other side of the chasm. Akroz has also has a lot of units and is starting to take out this, but he probably will not survive this. The Seeker is shooting at him. I think 1 artillery went down, but that Seeker did finish him off. Now Valinor doing some bombing runs, some short bombing runs actually, because they were right in front of this outpost, and he does save those Dillos that were under attack by Akroz right there. And Akroz does take out pretty much all the units sitting in that corner for Valinor. Valinor is trying to ferry whatever he can on the other side of this chasm, but because of all those units and Akroz's melee, he's not able to really put enough to finish off all those other units. And Akroz is still ferrying more units, including a lot of Dillos here that are in his queue, to this front line of battle here. But Valinor almost goes down to all of those Seekers and Dillos, so close there. And Akroz not stopping bringing all these Dillos, but Valinor with the bombing and these artillery shooting at the same time, these Dillos are not lasting very long. Now Valinor finishing these units off, and there is nothing left for Akroz over there. Akroz respawning, has 2 Seekers in queue, but there is just those 2 artillery on the other side of Chasm are just ripping up anything he puts right there, and that's really the only spot that he can put things that will effectively combat Valinor in this area. So really good placement of those artillery of Valinor, and they are not getting contested at all by Akroz, and Akroz does not have any counter artillery. And he does go down right there to Valinor, and now this is a very big opening for Valinor. Already level 4. Whoa, level 4. No. Valinor is level 6, and he has grinders out on the field. Akroz is only level 4, and he is going to go for the north outpost there on Valinor's side, but it has a lot of infantry there, and Valinor will probably see this very quickly. No, he has not responded yet, and Akroz has free reign on attacking this outpost right now. Valinor is responding right now, and he will be able to take out at least one of those infantry. The outpost does go neutral, but Akroz is not able to get any of his infantry inside. He does take down a moneymaker there, but Valinor is just continually pushing. He does have them going up to this outpost, Akroz's north outpost, and one is going for... Actually, one Dillo is going for the fort, and the rest are concentrated over here at Akroz's north outpost. And is because of this grinder, his units are going down very fast. Valinor coming up with a Seeker. There are 2 Seekers, 2 Dillos, and 1 grinder here for Valinor. That is way too much for Akroz right now, and that will probably be able to be enough to take his outpost. Valinor faring another grinder in queue with 3 Patchers, and then Akroz is forced to deal with this distraction over here for Valinor. It's shooting from Valinor. It's shooting at the main fort, and that was enough time for Valinor to get a lot more units over here, especially these grinders. Akroz almost... this outpost still has 4 bulbs up because there are enemy units for the blue units to shoot, but it now is going straight down. Valinor is almost down. Valinor has almost been taken out. If he lifts off, Akroz will take him down, but... And Akroz does follow and take him out, but Akroz also gets taken out in the process by those Seekers. Now Valinor will respawn first. Let's see where he goes with this. Sporting that fancy tournament cup that he just got via FedComp's mini tourney. And this outpost is blue. There are 4 creeps here for Akroz, but there is nothing else. There's absolutely nothing else over there. And Akroz right now is at a 42 to 80 upkeep disadvantage. And Akroz already pretty much calling a GG. He just wants this to end at this point. There are so many units over here at the north outpost on the green side, and Akroz bringing 2 Dillos over here. Let's see if Valinor notices. Let's see if he can respond. He does see it on his minimap, but I don't think he cares. There are so many Dillos over here for him that even if Akroz had free reign on the front door, Valinor will still win this game. Now Akroz coming back to defend, and he does have grinders in queue. He will spam them, or drop them, these 2 grinders down here, and he is doing bombing. But Valinor bringing everything to the everything that he has over here to this fort. Akroz is forced to deal with the front door units first. Valinor has 3 Seekers in queue, brings the grinder down, and it looks like, even though there are units shooting at the front door of Valinor, Akroz, there are too many units here. There are too many blue units on this side, and Akroz will eventually... This is kind of slow, actually. All those armadillos are dead. All those armadillo went down to the grinder, and Valinor is forced to finish these. Is forced to come back and kill these armadillo. But Akroz is coming back, and Valinor has not seen it yet. Akroz is coming back. This is so close. If Akroz is able to, and he is using Mantis Strike, Valinor puts 2 more on the front door. Who is going to win? This is so close. It looks like Akroz is almost dead, and Valinor is coming back to respond, but he does get the victory. And Valinor takes the first game. Such a close margin. Wow. Alright, stay tuned for game 2. That was game. This is RUI. See you next time.